What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of our Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree playthrough. Now, last time out, we finally took down our first Remembrance boss, and now we get to head back out into the world and see what else there is for us to discover. So let us dive right on into that. So first things first, we're gonna venture northwest here and take a look what is running up alongside the castle. Well, hello, friend. Need a hand? At first I thought there was only one of them, which is why I wanted to stop and fight him, because as we've seen, some of the one-off stuff has tended to be pretty friendly in terms of like rewards and things that it gives. Alright, I'm seeing we've got a stake here, so we're definitely coming up on something, if not a boss, something at least semi-interesting. I want to take a peek around the side here before we dive in. Alright. Feel the wrath of my sword. Double kill. Oh, those are explosive barrels. Let's just run through those real quick. Oh. Man, horseback combat I think is quite strong. But I am just so bad at it. Ah! Oh, I whiffed on the one. Don't worry, we got him. Alright, some Mesmer soldier pants. Ah, see, that's... They have the high ground. Joke's on them, though. I can win. I guess we're just sprinting through and breaking all of that stuff. And then we've got to backtrack up. Ow. Just for some smithing stones, eh? Oh. Okay. I didn't see a way out. We'll take a look down here, and then we'll go back. Although this goes way further north than I thought it was going to. Oh, is this like got a bit of a secret path? I thought that the map was gonna be off the riverbed. Maybe this is just another way to get to that riverbed. Okay, well, surprise, surprise. And that's pointing us in the direction of the Catacombs, I think. So let's follow that. Straight line. Maybe it's a little bit off center. Is that a bear or what do we got? It's a bear, okay. Alright. Well, we've got a Catacombs. I do want to go back after the Catacombs and see about getting, yeah, maybe a little bit further up the outside of that castle. Now, this is actually the first Catacombs that we've found of the DLC. And it does, in fact, look like this might not actually loop back around after all. May just be its own little side thing. Neat. So let's rest up here and then see what this Catacombs has in store for us. Fog Rift Catacombs. I've never paid attention to it, really. Well, what are you, new stone creature? It's got like a different head on it compared to the other guys that we've had. Alright, we're gonna go to our battle hammer just because we're not gonna be able to bleed these guys, so probably makes more sense to have something like this on. Well, I guess that explains the blood on the ground. Unless the blood on the ground is going to be always my blood. Ow! Ow, I'm gonna die. I'm not going into that room though. Not yet. Not if I can't see. Okay. Well, that was less than ideal. So it's just the one. But now I'm paranoid about every room that I step foot in. Alright, so we got a guy up there. We also had another passageway that we can go out the side. We'll press forward west here, and then we'll have to make sure that we go back. Cover all of our bases. Also gonna have to figure out how we get up top to this guy, but that might be a problem to solve later. Ah, no invisible wall. How about this one? No. Shame. There's probably a good chance that we have some illusory walls in here. Hello, cannon. Of the mouth variety. That is a really long and drawn out overhand attack. Ancient Dragon Knight's Cookbook, number 1. A record of crafting techniques of the ancient Dragon Knight who followed Godwin's Golden Knights into the realm of Shadow. Red Lightning Pot. Okay, so now... Yeah, that's a good reference point. I was like, oh, which way did we come in here? Well, it was to the right of the guy shooting fire at us. Hello. Okay, dropping down might be death. But going up is probably an elevator. Ah, no! Okay, we'll try it again. Kill him dead! Okay, so DLC has introduced some new versions of that kind of enemy. Any other passageways? Doesn't look like it. Who are you? I think this is the enemy type that was up on the walkway earlier. This might just be that walkway. I think it is. All right, everything's starting to come together here a little bit. Just gotta always check and make sure no random illusory walls. Now, normally they do have some sort of indicator. Hello, friends. Now, I would probably want my sword for this, but yeah, we'll make do with the hammer. Alright, let's go one at a time here. You can all have your turn. Backstabs. Plenty to go around. Alright, knight at the end of the hallway. I feel like we're gonna sneak and he's just gonna turn around anyway. That's the vibe I'm getting. I know, it's that there's another enemy got it. Which is probably supposed to normally give away location. Oh, early on that, backstab, easy. Hey, oh, we did elite damage too? Draco's glove wart. Okay. If it's making us go back from here, like if there's no invisible anything, then that's probably... We have extra to this. Where do we go? So we haven't found a lever. What does this overlook? Is this something we've been to? Oh, okay. So we have the other... Ah, it's not so much that that's even a passageway. There's just a little hole in the wall. But this should take us up a level. We just gotta be quick. Easy. Nothing else up there to get to, right? This is gonna be our pathway, yes, sir. Gotta use those gamer senses. Any enemies? Little corner peek. Check the roof. Black Knight Commander Andreas. So are we not gonna get a boss fight? And then this takes us into this room, in which we have committed murder. Okay. So now we're just gonna loop back to the beginning. But wasn't there an item laying on the ground in one room that we didn't get? I mean, it could very well be that DLC Catacombs, they potentially switch up the formula on us a little as well. That wouldn't be the most surprising thing. Like, it doesn't lead us around to a lever. Doesn't lead us around to a boss fight. Okay, I think we have to go just back down here. I suppose the item is, yes, down underneath this. So that would be where more of this dungeon is. Oh, and we got a ladder too? Tricky, tricky, Miyazaki. So many layers to everything. That might just be a way back out. So we've got an item in the middle. There's no other place of safety. So as soon as this hits, we gotta go, grab, and get through. Okay, and I didn't check the ladder, though. See, that must take us to something. Alright, I gotta check the ladder out of curiosity. Because part of me thinks it's just a return, but if that's the case, then I feel like we would have seen safe passage down as well. I figure if we're gonna go down via elevator even further, we should probably cover our bases on the floor we started on. Alright, very, very tricky. You kind of get stuff that you're like, oh, that could be the reward of this whole thing. But it's not. Ah, okay. So you get a return path here. Oh, but that's an enemy... Okay. That we have not fought before, so this is not overlapping something we've been to. Oh, okay, that's that. Alright. Gotcha. And now we can drop underneath. Okay, see, I feel a lot better about that. You know, not necessarily like we're gonna be missing out on too much, but understanding how the dungeon all connects together. Good for the brain. No doors that we're gonna miss. Ah, see, there's a level. Let's go check it out. Huh. Well, there's gotta be a reason for it, right? Ah, tricky. There's in fact no reason for it. Got it. And nothing behind. Alright, We'll bring the lever down. I don't think we'll have to go back down, but maybe calling it is just gonna waste time later, but that's fine. I'm putting a lot of faith in myself that we'll handle ourselves in the catacombs just fine. Almost whiffing around him on that. Some rata fruit hiding back here. Sure, why not? Okay, enemy at the end of the hallway. Probably somebody around the corner. No? No corner peeker? Let's take on this guy. Of course he has a friend. Ah! Oh, big whiffs! Big whiffs again! Backstep? Got him. Oh, that's kind of cool. He's like pogoing on his sword. Sorry I have to ruin that fun time for you, dude. Alright. To the next room we go. Well, hello. Oh, of course that would be, of course. Yep, they're gonna drop the thing from the sky, they're gonna drop that guy as well. Yeah, that all checks out. Oh, that's a hole. Okay, landed on some sort of ledge. All right, we're gonna have to, they got me. I just dove into what was presumed safety. My hammer's not gonna do anything to you, is it? Fine. So be it. Let's wrap our way around. So that's a ladder, but that also means a return path, so we should check out all the other ways down here. Oh, okay, they ricochet off everything. I don't know if you can toggle escape out or not. They just played ping pong with me. Electro charge. Okay, that sounds interesting. Which I guess makes sense why these yellow fulgur blooms are around. Let's get to safety and we can take a peek at what that is. Electro charge. One of the incantations of the capital's ancient dragon cult calls down lightning to charge the caster's body. While charged, electric shocks will strike the area several times. Charging increases potency. The origin of incantations that bolster the body with lightning, and now a lost art in the lands between. It's kind of cool. Call down some lightning on you. Now, I assume that while you're casting it, you can't move, so I wonder in between the like lightning strikes that happen, what that sort of time frame is, you know? Oh, this actually brings you out at a higher level. Okay. So it's not really like that high of a level, it's just one level above that to let you drop back down. Okay, so now we know in this room that we got the spiky bits. Okay, so they like go back. Ow, 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 ow. So they just ricochet straight back. I was just trying to get the freaking thing to drop from the ceiling. All right, we're running. Please don't hit me. Okay, so this time, now we know it's coming. We gotta go. We gotta get in here, but not too far. And now we go again. I'm prepared for enemies to drop from the ceiling. Alright, need these to go again. Very poor Guardian just standing there and not reacting as I sprint towards him. Not sure why he would be so slow about that, but you know. I suppose that's not my problem. Yeah, I'm gonna take the hyper armor on that, poise right through it. Shadow Realm Rune Numero Trace. Okay, so now we're just at the end of a hallway. Oh, but there's another hallway here, okay. I was like, what am I missing from this? I was gonna say, I'm gonna sprint into another room and get wrecked. Putting my life at risk for this broken rune. Down another level we go? Man, these are some deep catacombs. Nothing invisible here, I see. I guess they just put them here to throw you off, maybe a bit to keep consistency with some of the other ones that they've had. Okay, so now we're down to like boss land. Okay, here we go. It is time. Only 5 heals left at this point. Whoa, Death Knight. Hello. I would probably like my sword for this. Oh, he's got lightning, which makes sense, I guess, given the dungeon. Alright, getting some backstabs on him. We like that. And then the heavy R2. Give him a nice stagger. Oh yeah, phase 2. Oh, backstab. You landed in the wrong spot, buddy. Alright, I'm gonna get out now. Oh, that's so early! Oh, how did that miss? It's pretty flashy and cool. I'm just trying to backstab you, dude. And with backstab cheese. Huh! The sword would have been so good. I mean, we probably wouldn't get that sort of stagger, but we definitely would be getting... That was fancy. Probably would get a bleed by this point, considering how many times we've been able to hit him. I kind of want to heal. He's very backstabbable is what I'm very quickly learning. Like, very flashy and cool. I got greedy because I wanted to just keep hitting him. Oh, we that's just cruel. Get a stagger right at the end. Death Knight's twin axes and the Crimson Amber Medallion +3. So Death Knight's twin axes, you've got strength, dex, and faith scaling, which faith makes sense. You've got the lightning attribute to it. Golden war axes of the Death Knight, a pair of weapons made to be wielded in both hands. Crackles with lightning, the power of the capital's ancient dragon cult. The knight, once the personal guard of Godwyn, was also the protector of the Prince of Death's cadaver surrogate. And then you've got Blink Bolt Twin Axe. From a low stance, the body is transformed into a bolt of lightning and charges straight ahead at fulgurous speed. So you got Fulgur Bloom. I guess I'm going to have to do some dictionary lookup for the word fulgurous. I did not know what that meant. Strong attack performs a lightning charge spinning slash. It seems like a really fun weapon. I mean, the weapon art and everything looked pretty cool if that, like, dash steppy kind of thing is part of it. And then Crimson Amber Medallion +3 boosts maximum HP by the utmost. The Erdtree's old sap becomes amber, treasured as the most precious of jewels in the age of Godfrey, the first Elden Lord. These medallions of the largest variety were conferred to Godwyn's inner circle of distinguished golden knights. So funny enough, I don't think I ever found the regular Crimson Amber medallion. I've got +1, 2, and 3. So you get a good amount of HP with each one of them. Only 19 more between +1 and +2, but another 38 for +3. So if that's something you're looking for, that extra bit of HP, it's nice. But typically these medallions are not really all that useful. All right, and a return to the beginning, of course. So back to the beginning we have gone now. Can't really see much of anything on the map, but I don't think there's anything else back here. So the only thing that seems natural to me is for us to go all the way back to where we had that ambush and see if there's anything that we missed in there. Because I feel like we got ambushed and we kind of sprinted on through it. Found, okay, so these are just multiple things pointing to catacombs. Presumably all pointing to that same catacomb. They're just kind of off kilter here. But we've got some little things on the side. Not really seeing much. Obviously it's very foggy, so hard to see in the first place. We have to see about how do we get up onto the bridge. Because we had this pathway from the left-hand side. Now I'm going to fight my way through here so I can actually take a look and see a bit more. And we're going to get attacked from up top. Well, I guess they don't really see us, do they? So is that potentially somewhere for us to get to? So what's interesting here is you've got two bridges, and I don't remember seeing a way across to the left while we were inside Castle Ensis. But it is also possible, now that I look at this, that maybe you can go around here and down and in. So we might go and have ourselves a little bit of a look at that, because I don't see any way for us to access the castle or any of this from here. Let's see if they have anything to say since we beat the boss in here.
We are all utterly captivated. It is what binds.
Nope. No, you guys all just say the same thing. Okay, so let's go north and west. I want to wrap around and see if we can't drop in. Because we realistically are following this marker here. So I don't know if we go low ground. Yeah, we go low ground here. Should be able to sneak into the left half. Now, Fire Dog, I don't think was something that I would have expected. The guy with the torch, sure. But a dog that is very fiery, not so much. Oh, look at that. They even left a grace for us and everything. Scadu Altus West. So let's get a level up. Guess we'll keep pressing dexterity forward. Why not? Some extra little points of damage. Okay, so I thought we would be able to drop down onto there from up here. That does not seem to be the case. Judging by, oh, I don't know, how far of a drop it seems to actually be. So now I have many questions. Is there anything that we can see from up here? I mean, you've only got a waterfall separating, so like, what's the big deal? Oh. Big old troll walking over there. That church on top of the hill? Yeah, it seems like there's stuff even higher up behind the castle. I am just not super privy to how to get there. Maybe if we backtrack here? Can you drop down to this? We're gonna try. Okay, that's not as far of a drop as I thought. Now, is this like a summon troll? No. He's headless and he's got a bit of a glow to him. So I'm not so certain what that's all about. Maybe it's because he's magic? Oh, you don't have a head. Well, that would mean, yeah, that you don't have a spot to riposte. I suppose that makes sense. I should have just kept hitting him. That way I could have at least tried to build, or lead him out. That works. Sorry, dude. Smithing stone, 9 of them. Oh, geez. Wow. Okay. DLC really makes you look at the count of things that they're giving you, not just what they're giving you. Because a lot of times, for some of these more basic materials, there's a ton. Ah, teleporter. Okay. Give him the imbued sword key. Alright, and there's nothing seemingly behind this, right? Nowhere to go because we're too high up. Actually, you may be able to drop down there, but does it give you anything? Probably not. Though I suppose maybe that building top is accessible, and maybe, I was gonna say it leads you around, but that's just the river that we were on. Okay. We may have to go and give that a look, but let's take this teleporter because that is far more interesting. Ancient Ruins of Rao. Now, we had Ancient Ruins already, correct? These are Finger Ruins of Rhea. So Finger Ruins and Ancient Ruins. Now, this is teleporting us not too far away from where we've been. But I suppose this is a place that is otherwise inaccessible. Now, do they give us a grace upon entry? We've got enemy in here. Mayhaps this will be someplace that's visible from the outside world, but inaccessible. I'm gonna take a little gander over here. I don't think there's anything. Nope. Alright, so let's go grab this item and then we'll go check out this guy in the middle of the water, see what he wants. Sure, he's friendly. Beast Horn. Okay. This is just like a boss fight. Kind of gives me that vibe. But he doesn't have a boss bar. Probably can't backstab you either. Only 650. So they probably have some sort of very heavy armor. That's a big old combo, sir. Ooh, that was close. I don't know how that swung over. Ow. I don't know if a hammer would be better. Trying to greed. Ugh. The rolling R1 is not very strong. somber smithing. So let's get on our horse here. I don't know why I keep checking my map. We have no knowledge of this place. So the ruins entrance is, I was gonna say clearly over here, but I guess it's not really clearly. Verdigris Discus. Ah, you probably use this in your track and field event. A discus made of verdigris, the corroded metal known for its heft. Raises defense with higher equipment load. Great weight makes for great strength. The strength to protect others. So that's interesting. So we have the blue dancer charm, which raises attack power with lower equipment load. But then you get this that raises your defense with higher equipment load. But as an added thing to it, because of the verdigris, verdigris? I don't know. It also itself has higher weight. So you can see like some of these charms are, they're pretty much all less than 1 unit, and this is 4.5. You know, just helping the cause. Add a little bit more to your equip load. I suppose that's something that we could consider if we wanted to go for a little bit tankier of a build, as opposed to maybe having attack, you know, at full health, you put on extra defense for higher equip load, because then you no longer have a health parameter. You're getting the benefit the entire time. Okay, there has to be like an entrance, right? It's not just take me here for this medallion, or talisman, I guess would be the right wording. So that is a church here, which is up on the hill northwest of where we've been. Now, honestly, we're trying to make our way back over to this stuff that we haven't gone to yet. Just feel like there should be more to this place. Because you could clearly, I feel like, drop down from there to here, no problem. Oh, those are pieces of wood. For some reason, my eyes were making me feel like those were statues of soldiers or something like that. You know what? This could just be like a secret location that is just tied to the ancient ruins. Like, that could very well be the case, because there does not seem to be a single other thing here. So we'll go back to Skadu Atlas West, and then we can take a look from there, maybe go back and explore, see if we can come down into the top side of Castle Ensis. Okay, this looks like something to drop down to. And this might just be our way in. Now, I am still curious about the other side if there's anything there, but this is clearly our way into the top of the castle. Alright, so Fog Rift Fort. Okay, because we were at the Fog Rift Catacombs. Still don't know what Fog Rift entails. But I'm a little bit scared to go down with these barrels. I think maybe I could just drop in. Try and destroy these barrels before they can get me. So that's into the bottom of the fort. I want to stay up top. Alright, we got lots of Mesmer soldiers. I am not yet seeing anybody throwing the explosives. Woo! Oh man. I thought I was getting away with it there. Was able to hit the guy with the backhand part of the swing. Then I whiffed him. Yeah, I kind of always have to assume that there's somebody lurking. What's up, dude? Get rid of the explosives, please, and thank you. For all the explosives, I do expect there to be more people just hurling fiery things at me. Okay, I was gonna say, is there gonna be a way back in? And the answer is yes, because it's a staircase. Wow, we're just mowing them down. Get absolutely wrecked. Greater Potentate's Cookbook Numero Trace. Thank you for adding to the collection. A record of crafting techniques of the Greater Potentate who roamed lands near and far. Haunted by the grotesque practice of his village of birth, he stuffed great pots with all manner of things. This time, hefty oil. Alright, we've got a knight blocking our way. Oh, he's coming to greet us. How nice. Come here, sir. Oh, you actually have a name. And a tongue. Interesting. I'm gonna heal back up because I don't really like that you lick-a-tongued me. We're hitting up a lot of these bosses in the DLC with some backstabs. I was slow on it. Yeah, they leave themselves very exposed, like big attacks and then opportunities to backstab. So much so that we've had a couple now, even I think both bosses we've fought this episode. You know, we're able to just sprint around on some of the big attacks and get in behind. They're just exposed for so long, do a little sprint around action. I suppose they gave this guy a name because of the tongue. Like, maybe he's the only one of these Black Knights with it. But ironically, they give us the Black Steel Great Sword, and not the ability to get the tongue. Or maybe that's what's going to be in this chest. Smithing stone. No, okay. So we've been jebaited twice. Fooled, absolutely fooled. Well, let's take the ladder down. See what else this fort has to offer. We're definitely gonna get into it with some more enemies, especially because we are right at the front of this thing. Now, somehow they're aimed off to the side. Definitely not going to have a chance. So what is this aimed at even? They're just waiting for people to come in that way, I guess, because it's not like they're aimed at a gate where they raise the gate and then fire out. But they're also, like, so slow to react. Very, very dumb enemies out here. These Mesmer guys. Not the brightest. They like their fire, though. Oh, hello. Didn't realize that there was another one of you. Oh, we're so close to getting the running attack one shot. Heavy crossbow? Sure, thanks. Why not? Serpent flail. Yet again, another faith-scaling weapon. This one, though, is fire and not lightning. A flail with coiled snakes for bludgeoning heads. Fire roars within the snakes' bodies, inflicting horrible burns. Some of Mesmer's army use these flails to burn horn scent, to brand them with agony and fear. And then Flare, O Serpent, ignites a flame inside the snakes, temporarily empowering flame attacks. Once ignited, strong attacks and other moves that strike the ground will cause an explosion. Okay, so you, like, charge it up with flame and then the follow-ups deal some special flame damage. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Okay, so the Fog Fort Rift here, or the Fog Rift Fort, kind of interesting. Leads you around, you have the boss up top here. Drop down in for the item, and then I guess that's going to be all for it. Although, no, I think that's a lie, because I see enemies up there, so what's the catch? Is there a way behind? What am I missing? So you got another bridge. I don't think we're out of the woods with this place yet. I think there must be some other way through. I don't know if we can jump the wall over there, potentially. Maybe this is it. Little passageway. We've got a ladder up top as well. Okay, cool. Sneaky little side entrance. I don't know, there's just always that little bit of gamer sense of like, maybe there's more to this than it initially feels like. Even more ladders. Is there anywhere that this can take us kind of back up onto that tier? I thought for a second that I saw an enemy standing over there. But it does look like you've got some ledges that you can jump down on. So maybe there's something for us to take a look at over there. We'll see. But let's take a look up here first. This is actually going up even higher than I was expecting, because there's an item over there. So this is the chest for getting all the way to the top. This is still not what we were actually even going for. Arrow Soaring Sting Talisman. A talisman composed of fletched and iron arrows increases the effective range of bows and raises attack power of arrows and bolts. So that's just a straight upgrade from Arrow's Reach Talisman, because that one only increases the range of bows. And I guess you could potentially stack those two together, get some serious range. Now, can we see anything from up here? So I don't want to drop from here, because that should hurt. But there should be some sort of way there. It might be over by those barrels. Maybe able to jump the wall. Ah! See, so that's the last little bit. Now I feel like we've completed the fort. Don't think there's anything left after this. Now this is just some somber smithing stones, but I like to be thorough. You know what? Say there's another bridge here. But that doesn't look like it goes anywhere. It's too low. Same with the one on the other side. We took it across and it is also too low. But something's gonna take you up top to the left here. I don't know what it's gonna be because it's at a raised level and doesn't seem to be connected. So maybe it's something similar. You know, maybe we get another imbued teleporter that brings us over that way. I think next course of action will be to finally go back where we started this thing off. Maybe head through the tunnel here and check out some of these things. Start working our way through that, and then eventually work our way up the riverbed to where we've got this map and kind of open things up and go from there. There's still so much more to explore, but we will tackle that in the next episode. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.